In February 2020, two friends invited Antonio to join a life-changing project on financial markets. He gave them the runaround because he was busy with computer science exams. But they insisted, and Antonio, who was 20 years old, agreed to meet them in a bar in Malaga. They talked to him about currency exchange, the flow of money, books by an advisor to Donald Trump. Antonio did not know it, but he was about to be recruited as a student of Academy, the platform investigated by the justice system in Spain for fraud and sectarian methods. The prospect of easy money seduced him. I wanted my little house by the beach, to live without the typical burden of having no money. But first he had to pay €200 for the registration fee and the first month of training. Antonio wrinkled his nose. It was money, but he had savings from working as a lifeguard. The first week was great. I started watching videos about trading and I was hallucinating. Then I learned that it was very basic stuff. One of his guides at the Academy suggested he watch videos of Ivan B., who imported the Academy model from the United States to Spain and was one of those arrested by the police last March. He explained that his family had not believed in him and, even so, he had gotten to where he was, she says, of a man who boasted on social networks of a high standard of living. In the videos, Ivan B. attributed wealth only to personal effort, success and failure depend on you, and, at one point, got to the heart of the matter. He offered students the possibility of attracting others to earn money. Getting more and more students is the key to the Academy's business, because they pay the fee and because many end up investing in the signals, investment orders that the top management sends through links and with which they always, whether the investment goes well or badly, earn money. If he attracted 2 people, Antonio would enjoy the €150 of the monthly fee for free. With 3 people, he would start generating income. And so on, in a hierarchical structure at the apex of which are the chairman, idolized by the collective of young people who, in America and Europe, have joined a movement that promises financial freedom to entrepreneurs but, in practice, exploits them as commercials and makes them lose money. They told me to make a list of 10 contacts, friends and family, to explain the project to them. They gave me a script with what I had to say. He was doing what his friends had done to him. He was unwittingly going from victim to facilitator. He was overcome by the desire to prosper. They're trying to get you to do motivational videos to get people to sign up. They put pressure on you, tell you to more and it's free. And you're like, why not? You think it's something positive for you and for others. Antonio poured his heart out. I found myself repeating the same arguments as everyone else. I dedicated almost the whole day to the Academy, to calling people, to training myself. As I've always been very studious, my parents didn't notice. Relatives of students explain that their children change their personality in a few months, leave their studies and jobs and even leave home attracted by the promises of Academy. They repeat what they are told like a parrot. When you ask them something off script, they feel uncomfortable. Many drift away from their family, their circles. They only have time to grasp and grasp, says Miguel, whose ex-partner is still in the Academy. Are now 21, arrived attracted by cryptocurrencies, but soon moved on to recruiting students. I was fully convinced. I felt invincible. If I dedicated myself 100%, I would become a millionaire. It was a matter of effort, says this young man from Barcelona, who dropped out of high school to dedicate himself body and soul to the business. I went to all the events and repeated the argument. When presenting a project, I would tell people not to talk to the family because they might not understand them. He now works, but says he regrets leaving school and has felt a lot of shame for having sold a course that was a scam. He remained at the Academy until 2021, when he saw the investigation into the Academy of the YouTuber Carlos Tamayo and decided to leave. He got to gather a team of 30 people and to be Platinum 600, one of the categories of the pyramid. Antonio was not so good commercial and always kept a point of skepticism. I kept my essence. If I didn't see something ethical, I would say so. He even captured 2 friends, to whom he later apologized. But after 5 months, he decided to leave. They started putting motivational video calls on Zoom, with giant online events. I realized that no trainer really knew about trading. They always said the same thing, the videos were repetitive. I didn't learn anything. The sects look better from the outside. They mold us to think and speak the same way, says the young man, happy because the experience has helped him to think with a little more criteria. He is one of the complainants in the legal case opened by a Madrid court for fraud and misleading advertising, which so far has 8 investigated. He does not rule out investing in cryptocurrencies on his own. But he no longer speaks of financial freedom. Nor does he aspire to live without working, the bait that thousands of young people like him have bitten under the banner of a social pseudo-movement that in Spain has been baptized as Awakened Dreamers. A few weeks ago, 9,000 people from all over Europe, convinced of the benefits of Academy, gathered at a macro event organized in Badalona. In a couple of years, I see myself living in Honolulu making money with my computer, explained Oriol, a boy from Vic, Barcelona, who sees network marketing where the police and former followers see a gigantic pyramid scheme. If it were all so easy, there would be more rich people than poor people, says Antonio, who now works in his own field, in a computer company. I'm very happy with my job, that was a great success,